Welcome back, everybody. I am Razakius, and we are back in Hearts of Iron 4. I am playing as Canada. We are playing Fascist Canada, and our fascism is at 43%. The Ausschluss of Austria happened. Poland seeks Baltic Corporation, so that raised tension a little bit. As you can see, Germany just basically annexed this whole part right here, and Spain is almost taken over there. Pretty good. So I did let time go a little bit between episodes. We were kind of at a dead period, so I wanted to make sure that we gave plenty of time to let the game basically catch up to where we were. We do have a backup civilian factory to place, and I'm going to put it here in southern Ontario because it's really kind of a powerhouse. It's at 90% on infrastructure, which is amazing, and it has a lot of spots open, so we're going to take advantage of that for now. I think I'm gonna. I don't want to overdo it there because I do want to have military factories there as well. So I might have. I'll probably spread it out to this one, and this one's at 50%. That's not bad, but I think I want it to be a naval yard. And we just basically have to get all of our country has to be covered because none of them really have a lot of spots open. And let's look at this. We are almost in green for infantry equipment, which is very awesome. And we're almost at 75 naval bombers, which is something we desperately need as well. So let us see here. Let's speed up just a little bit more. We are really struggling for steel at this point in time. We really need more steel. Ooh, what's this? We can raise our autonomy. Let's do that. So this will change us to free. Yay, so we are now Canada. Just straight up Canada. We're no longer part of the Commonwealth, which is good. And that came right as walkie-talkie came around. And look, we have this because the world tension went up. So this gives us gains National Spirit Defense of Canada, which grants negative communism, negative fascism, but only by 0.01, so it's not too terrible. And subversive activities. And what we really want from this is this stuff down here. Gives us a lot of bonuses that we want. So we're going to go ahead and do that, even though we're still working ourselves towards fascism. I think we're going to be close enough that that 0.01 isn't going to be too terrible. And we have our first tank division finally made. Let's go ahead and make an army for him. And we are going to base these guys out of the part of Canada which basically borders Minnesota. And we are going to have them come down to Chicago. We want him to take Chicago. That's going to be our primary goal there. That should get us a lot of things that we need. So let's see if we can actually do this. We can go straight to partial mobilization at this point. Probably because the world tension. So we're going to do that. We're going to go to partial mobilization. That's going to give us speed to military factory construction and lower consumer goods. I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but we're going to do it. So that will speed up something. I don't know. Yeah, that actually increased the amount of civilian factories that are producing. So that worked out well. It was at 4 out of 15 here, and we're now at 6 out of 15. So that's going to help us quite a bit to have gone to the partial mobilization. I want to look at the other mobilizations we could do. War economy and total mobilization. So this should make America safer, whatever. The Munich Agreement. Okay, so if we went to war economy, we have to be at war. I think. Tension is 15% or more, and I have to be fascist. Or at war. So I could actually go to this. We don't necessarily need to, though. The next thing we need to do is go to limited exports, which we're now at partial mobilization, and we need to not be democratic. So we are at 47%, and we have a little ways to go before we have political power again. So hopefully by the time we have the political power, we can do that if we want to. Do we want to is another question, or do we want to hold on to the free civilians a little bit more? It does speed up the amount of construction that it takes, and it also speeds up our research time, which is great. Oh, I guess the electronic boost only... Well, we're not here yet. We're going to hold off on this just in case we can boost this. I'll totally go ahead of time for that. 40% bonus. What's that for? Commonwealth research bonus for being in the Commonwealth with those guys. So it went from 10% to 40%? Because we were 10% with each. That's weird. I don't understand that. 1938. What can we get for 38? We're going to do... You get a 50% bonus there. Go ahead and take it. Only 26 days to do that. That's awesome. Look at this. We're already to the point of getting more stuff there. That's great. Huh. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether I should hold off on free trade and go to war economy. I don't know. Alright, first I'm going to do the select a national focus. So we got the Defense of Canada regulations. I think I'm going to slow down because I'm going to need to look at stuff. And there's the mountain infantry. So we still can't do blue shirts. So this gives us resources to market negative 5%, which is good. I guess lower is better. And max factories in the state plus 10%, so that's good. This one gives us more people. Wait, no. Grants us factory output of 2%, dockyard output of 2%, and 5% more people. But it gives us a negative 5% to national unity. It's going to be worth taking that hit, but for now we're going to take the wartime prices. Yeah, we're going to take wartime prices and trade board. Manguquo has capitulated. Okay. And let's look at this. I think that was the Mountaineers that got fast-tracked right there. Let's do the other infantry, because why not? Alright. Caught up a little bit. We're going to have more stuff in a second here. Let's take a look at how this is doing. Ooh, we got a backup already. Needed. And yeah, let's just go ahead and do St. Lawrence again. Alright, so that one's over. Still in 38. What should we take? What should we take? We could start up the land doctrine. I'm not sure what I want to do here yet, though. So I think I'm going to hold back because I kind of want to go over to the... I really like the Blitzkrieg line. It's really my favorite. I don't know why I left that window. I really need it. Let's start taking these up because these take some time. Maintenance company is a good one. That helps keep attrition down on tanks. We'll need that. And we did this specifically so we could start doing this. Logistics company is really good because it lowers the amount of supply we need, so we can have more troops in an area when we're attacking. So we'll do those two. And you'll notice when I made this army, I didn't start training, and that's because attrition for tanks is really bad. I don't really have enough tank output to be able to pull that off. The Fourth International, how many the end of the Civil War. Nice. They took, the nationalists took it. And that's what we wanted to happen. So Spain is now fascist. We're getting close to that ourselves. So we are positive. I was going to stop naval bombers at around 125 as well. And then we'll probably start up fighters. 7.35 days. So this is really the only thing that's getting enough stuff. We're getting enough here that it's not terrible. Because we have some aluminum, so we're able to split that out a little bit. 3 tanks a week. We also need to start those production of the priests. I think we're kind of getting to the point where I might start squeaking in some military factories. Oh, I think that might be, it might be a good time to do that. We're not fascist yet? 51% fascist. We're only going up 0.03 a day because you have diminishing returns. Oh, another victim of Mussolini. So Zog submits. Who is Zog? Albania. Alright, let's do national focus. Canada Wheat Board is unlocked. So again, lower consumer goods factory percentage and faster output. So that lessens the damage of the Great Depression. So that's going to be good. We'll do that. We'll do that all day. The Depression is really hurting us quite a bit. Yeah, I feel like it's probably time to at least get one more military factory going. I think that's what we're gonna do next. So we have 150 of this. Do we wanna kill the free trade and start getting our resources? I wanted to do that at the beginning of 38. Now we're at the end of 38, and I still haven't done it. But I kind of, at this point, I mean, I feel like I might as well wait a little bit longer. It is giving us a nice sized bonus. Free trade gives us a 15% bonus to construction speed. And then if we go over to research, it's giving us a 10% bonus to free trade. So it is giving us some pretty nice bonuses, but might be worth dropping back down pretty soon. Pretty soon. Pretty soon. Oh, that's right. I was going to check out... I want to look-see. I want to look-see, because I was going to do this ahead of time, which I didn't do. And at this point, I might as well wait until... So it takes 203 days to do that. Yeah, it's going to be more than a month. I kind of want to do it ahead of time, but if I wait until 1939, I might get a better bonus. It might work in my favor better. But I'm going to have things ready before that. This is a lot of things that we need to think about here. Yeah, we only have one day, so we got until December 15th. Let's take a look what we have for 38. Now we can go up. The field hospital is my next preferred one. Now let's go ahead and do that. We have these coming up fairly soon. I like having these available just because, I don't know, they help diminish the problems that you have with attrition and supply and all that stuff. The field hospital helps lower the amount of people that we lose and experience that you lose when people die. Basically, less people die. That's the key point. And we want less people to die. What's happening over here in Europe? Anything interesting? It looks like Germany took this part of Slovenia. Ooh, we have a decision to make. So, fascist demand referendum. So we can either suppress the fascism. We don't want to do that. This gives us a temporary national unity penalty of 10%. But what happens at the end of this is we'll go into a civil war, and I don't really want to go into a civil war. And this will give us a permanent negative 5% on national unity, but we don't have to worry about civil war. So let's just do that. And that was a mistake. Unfortunately, I didn't find out until after this episode that you actually need the Civil War in order to get the achievement to join the Axis. In order to leave the Allies, actually, you need to go through the Civil War. So, lesson learned. I considered for a little bit to restart this Canada playthrough, but I didn't want to go through, like, we recorded a good 2.5 episodes. Unfortunately, I don't really feel like doing that beginning part so quickly after doing the beginning part already. So instead of doing Canada, I'm going to switch over to South Africa in the next episode. So make sure you come back, like and subscribe this episode here, and come back next time and we will start a South Africa playthrough. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.